That should do it right there. No, let's do it in the corner. Jeez, that was fast. Pixie, how you doing? Rental 5. I gotta figure out how many rentals I have. 3. That number's not accurate. 6. Okay, so I gotta make that rental 7. Thank you very much for the like. I am working on the main city right now, making rental properties. Oh, okay. So there are 9. Went to get a haircut today, but they made me wait for an hour and a half. I decided not to do it. I'll do it tomorrow or Friday. As rent, we're gonna make this one. Wait, this is rental 9. 1 week at 2,000. Reason why it's so expensive. Oops. I did not spell that right. I have the code set up to where if I do it right, it'll automatically change the sign for me. If I do it wrong, it'll give me what I did wrong. Apparently that includes typoing. There we go. Now all a player has to do is right click on the sign and they can rent this property, which they have full use to, they have an extra TP to, and it's fully protected. And it's right next to the teleports and everything else. That's why it's so expensive. It's like a prime location property. I'm going to be setting up property for sale that players can buy permanently, or 1 month rental. I haven't decided if I want to do permanent buys or not. And they can resell the property. I have it set up so they can resell. So I don't know if I'm going to do it for the guild plots yet. If I want to make permanent buys or just monthly rentals. I might just do a permanent buys. But this city is coming along. Slowly but surely it's coming along. This is one of the nicer properties. And they come fully blank. But the player can do anything they want in the internal side of it for their rental period. And when the rental period ends, they get a notice. And if they don't clear out everything in their property, it gets removed automatically at the end of the rental. Right now, I am renting this place as a test. It gives you the exact date and time that my rental's up. If I want to extend it, I can right-click on the sign for another 800 emens, and it'll extend it another week. But only I can place blocks in this property. But I think this one's too expensive. This one needs to be lowered in value, I think. So we are going to do buyable land. I'm gonna need a code. I could have cleared the land and just did it the easy way, which I probably should have done. But it doesn't hurt me just to go and put some fence in. Once I get the fence in, I'll just create a region for it and mark it. And I have a guild system in place now. So they could buy it as a guild, and it will permit anyone within that guild to build on the land. Really ingenious system, if I do say so myself. That's in debate right now, Lord Fergie. Right now it's going to be set in stone. Beta players will probably get a refund on it, but not 100% on that right now. Still up in the air for that, bud. What's up, Racer? How you doing, buddy? My favorite moderator. But the rentals work properly. I had a massive bug with them last night, but I got it all fixed. So, rentals work perfectly. I just gotta test this region and make sure it's empty. It's inside Rotanlin area. That's not good. No, actually, it's going to work fine. It'll work fine. What am I talking about? It'll work perfectly. Because I set it up to work perfectly. That's a good chunk of land to buy, you know? And anything within these borders is completely 100% protected for the player. And that's including 200 blocks up and down. Individual players can buy this property themselves, but it's very expensive, so it's definitely an investment. Yeah, man, I took that old idea and I automated it. Learn how to code properly. The big question is do I want to make it a rental for a month or do I want to make it purchase? Well, because I set up purchases for it, and I even set up to where guilds and players can put a resell. So if they wanted to, they could buy it and actually resell it for more. It actually creates a living property market. So I'm going to put it for sale. I might do a couple that are rentals, but some of them I'm going to do for sale. No players can build this property without buying first. And that's not as L, that's as sell. The big question is, this is right next to the main city. So this is going to be an expensive property. Very expensive property. How did I set up that formula? Let me check my notes. I tied it into signs because tying it into signs is easy enough to hook it off of the shop program I use. And it's basically just a mediator between that program, Minecraft, and WorldGuard. Oh, duh. I did it wrong. I put it as buy, not... And the reason why I put it as buy and not as sells, because it comes out as ale. I should have tipped myself off on that one. So we're going to do this Rot Guild 1 for 18,000 emins. But it can be purchased. It's so expensive because it's right next to the main city's area. So there's gonna be a couple of them out in this area. I'm gonna make some in different zones at different values. So basically, a guild has to work together to come up with that kind of money to buy this land. But they buy this land. It's the only way that players get guaranteed protection on their property. Cannot be griefed. Creates another teleport point. The whole works. I'll make their neighbor. I'll make it a neighbor thing here. That is a protected property right now. When players do a really good build, we will protect it for them. But they can't use it anymore. Those players who built this no longer play on the server. So we protected it so we could use it for the server, so it can be a quest hub. Or something along those lines, you know? No, it's open world. It's one of the stipulations I have with Microsoft. The only areas that are protected are story server areas, whether it regards to quests, cities, villages, and dungeons and raids. Those are all protected. Everything else is open world. And I have it set up to where it automatically puts in all the parameters when they're bought. So this would be pretty cool. This one's more expensive because it's a bigger piece of property. No, not really. It's about the same, isn't it? Maybe a little bit less. I'll leave those values as is. And like I said, the reason why it's so expensive is because it's right next to the main hub of the server. When this is finished, it's going to have over 30 quests available and everything else on the server. It's now usable. It's now the main spawn for the entire server. It's just a long way from being fully finished. I've got to design that castle still, the interior. But it's turning out to be a beautiful city. We're going to be putting in a boss arena. That where we can hold boss events in the server like we used to. And it's going to have a dual arena in the back as well. So I got to start building those soon. Yeah, those are pretty popular back in the day. People liked them a lot. I'm gonna get the other admins to do more of these properties, so I don't have to do them. I'm gonna do a couple of these properties, and I'm gonna do some work on the city tonight. I'm gonna get started on the arenas. And these fences are just to outline the property, nothing more. Basically says, hey guys, here's the boundary of the property that you are going to buy, if you so choose to buy it. Unlike the rentals, this has no time limit. And the cool thing is that players can buy the rentals in the city, and they can set up shops there. Which is what I'm thinking about doing myself. I'm going to open up my little mini casino. Players don't know this, but they can actually open up their own slot machines. They just got to front the money for it. So I rented that property to see if I can get enough emens off of it to continue renting it. Good sized piece of land, you could do a lot with that. It's a lot. It's a few thousand at least. I gotta relook it up. But you can basically set up the parameters, the winning rates, everything. Or I might set up a little shop in there. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. If someone were to like, if there were really frugal, really smart business people doing this server, when we get a lot of people in the server, they could buy an outside property outside the city, build a big farm, cows, everything like that, because everything inside their property is protected. And they can funnel the food into a rental inside the city and sell food there. They could actually make all their emens that they spend on the properties, then some. It's kind of, I'm doing all this as a way of building an economy. So a lot of the shops, like the main shop inside of the main cities, are going to have a lot less to sell, so that players will have that opportunity. And I'm looking at different ways of bolstering the economy. There's a lot of emons though, and this is just a test bed right now, testing the economy value. But it has to be a lot because this is a permanent buy. And if you bought it early, when the server picks up and there's no more properties available like this, you could resell it for a lot more. I'm just setting those 3 up right now in this area. I'm gonna go set some up in other areas for a cheaper value. When you're designing a game like this, you gotta think of everything. When it comes to everything, balancing weapons, classes, you know, how players are gonna respond, how fast the players leveling up, from the casual to the dedicated. Do certain classes have easier times? The economy, how is this economy structured? To everything. It's a pain, but it's fun. I don't think there's any property available in Tanlin. I thought about like selling this little piece inside of Tanlin right here, the water. That'd be pretty cool though, because if you bought that property, you could do something within one of the server cities. But it had to have a lot of restrictions though. And Sky City is gone. It's no more. All that remains is Sky Castle, which I gotta get rid of that welcome message. It had to go. It was only temporary to begin with. And it was kind of garbage, honestly. The Sky Castle is really cool, so we decided to keep it in. This is only remaining. This is the dueling arena. This is only remaining until I get the next arena put in. Which I might just copy this arena and put it right in the city. Save me some time. Or just rebuild it. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Either way, though, that's going to go bye-bye. I can't really sell this property at all. Thought about making some artificial islands and putting them up for sale. This whole area's got to be cleaned up. It really has to be cleaned up. I know Ferg's done a good job. I mean, I even copied his design here and put it in the new city. As a tip of the hat to you, sir. Okay, this land looks uninhabited, so it's going to become purchasable. Come on, really? I need to get one of my admins to go on and do this, and not me. And I gotta go fix something. Yay. As if my nights aren't full of fixing everything in the first place. It's a good thing he's my boy, and I won't get mad. They'll be able to have a mountain at their disposal. At least part of one. I'm not going to go all of it, so... Like I said, these fences are just for a marker anyway, so they don't have to be perfect. I'm thinking about selling actual ocean property. At a cheaper cost. So players can develop that as they wish if they chose to do so. Which I might do that outside of Tanlin as a test bed. To see how players respond to it. Hey Irish Luck, how you doing? Yeah, in a way, it's a way for players to be able to, well, the entire server, not the entire server, but there's a lot of protected areas that are server story and stuff like that, but most of the world is open survival, but we're not doing any protections on those lands. So if you build out in the open survival, it's on you. If you get grief, don't run to an admin. We're not going to do anything about it. So what we're doing, I found a way to hook code to where we could sell land and property and rent property that gives players advantages. Like if they want to build a store within the spawn city limits, they can do so by renting one of the properties there, and they can set up whatever they want inside of it. So we're building ways for the economy, and these lands that are for sale, we're calling them guild lands right now, but in reality a single player can buy them just fine. Is that they can be resold, for one, and for two, they have full protections. So anyone in your guild, or you, depending on who you set up, you have full rights to do whatever you want on your property. If you buy it for as long as you want. And it can be, like I said, resold. You could use it for lots of different things. So it's a way to build a more stable, interesting economy in the game. Oh, I didn't even set up the regions yet. It's cutting out. Let me check it. Oh, stupid ads. Oh, good for you, buddy. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing out my microphone. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing out my microphone. I'm actually getting a perfect feed right now on Twitch. No audio cuts. So it's probably on your end, buddy. Hero Brian, it does not exist in Minecraft, buddy. It's just a joke that Mojang played for a long time. He doesn't exist, Irish. So probably a player did that. I don't want to be setting up properties all night, so I guess that works as a good example for now. I'm going to do one more, though, as a test. Dugon spawned. Are we still out here? Definitely a player then. I'm going to set up waterfront property. Well, water property, not so much waterfront, huh? This is just a proof of concept, but it's going to be cheaper value, or cheaper cost because there's no land on it. But it's only be an option for players. So significantly cheaper than other properties. And in water. With full protection, so, and another teleport point, so there's a lot of benefit to it. So we'll test that out and see how that works. I mean, I could section off a bunch of water property and sell it at a cheaper rate. So we're going to have probably a good 100 or 200 lands for sale, and several. Right now, in just about every village, except for Tink and Tanlin, Tanlin's going to have it soon, you can actually rent property. In Tanlin, I'm going to section off the inn so people can actually rent the rooms in the inn. I'm actually going to test this out. So we're going to just get rid of some of the basic stuff here. One, two, three. Should I do it by the day or by the week for the hotel room? I'll do it for the week. Okay. What did I just set it as? Tan room 1, okay. So 100 a week is not bad. You get your own little hotel room. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put the bed back in there. I'm going to see if that's going to cause an issue or not. With an ender chest. I think room 1 was bigger. Ah. Yeah, so I'll make this one cheaper than that one. Guess I might as well refill the carpet. So at least my daughter doesn't flip a lid on me. They shouldn't be able to get in the room without purchasing the room, so in theory they shouldn't be able to. Damn it. Stupid lag. I didn't think so. What did she use? My daughter designed this. This one's 4 by 5. Four by 5, so it'll be the same cost, so 100. So the values can be based solely on cost, or size of the room, I mean. Hey, Matt Storm, how you doing? So we have actual rentable hotel rooms. I knew what you meant. My daughter, I love her. I'm only keeping these in this city in the game because my daughter designed it. Four by four. Okay, that's gonna be cheaper. Hey Wuffy, how you doing? I did not want to set my bed spawn there. Damn it. 4 by 3. Okay, this is going to be an 80. I am designing a professional RPG Minecraft server. I've put about 7 months into it. And there's big interest from big people in it, so I gotta get it finished by September. Put a lot of code, a lot of design into it. It's pretty epic, actually. And it's in beta test right now. JL, if you're in chat, if you don't knock it off, I'm teleporting you 10,000 blocks away. You're really distracting me right now. This one was supposed to be an 80, I believe. Yeah. That's alright, dude. When I'm in full design mode, I don't like being messed with. This is 7. So I'm only going to make the first floor rentable right now. The top floor is still going to be open to whoever. But this, when you rent them, you actually can do whatever you want in the room. It gives you an extra teleport on top of your bed teleport. So you could do your bed teleport somewhere else and then just have your actual rented property teleport here. This is a 4 by 4. Dumbass! I pulled you out for a freaking reason. Thank you. Sorry, but you're really getting on my nerves right now. Trying to think, buddy. Just trying to think. That's a ender chest. It doesn't stay in that chest. It's linked to your account. So when you put stuff in there, you can go to any ender chest in the game and get your stuff. That's why I use those primarily in rented properties and things like that. So it's just easier that way. This is going to be 4 by 3. Okay, we'll make it 80. There we go. So we have 8 rooms that are rentable in Tanlin. There are multiple rental properties. This is the actual spawn city. I'm going to log out really quick, just to get rid of that stupid Dugon thing. There we go. So this is the spawn city currently. It's under construction. It's fully usable now. Players do spawn here. It's got everything. It's got the bank, the casino, the various different shops, the teleports. There's a lot of stuff planned for it, a lot of quests planned for it. So we're still in the actual development design phase of getting all the properties put in, everything that's necessary put in. And then we're going to put all the NPCs in, the quests in, the starter dungeon, the works. But these properties are a lot more expensive to rent because they are in their full buildings and they are in this actual spawn city. Complete with casinos, slot machines, and I am broke. I'm gonna play the 50 Eamon one. Come on, Lucky! Get lucky! No, not happening. Freak. Go to the casino. Knock yourself out. I seem to be losing all my money, though. Oh! Got one! Finally! Not all my money. I built this 500 Eamon one right here, and it's got an 8,000 Eamon jackpot. That's how you build property right there, gamble. That's how you buy a property. I played it. I was the only one to play it. I've spent 500 Eamons on it, but I got the 3 iron blocks and made 750. So it was a lucky shot right there. Alright, I'm going to try the 50 one more time. Alright, so I lose all my money. Come on, it's not rocket science. There we go. Oh, so close. And it calculates all 3 bars. I'm pretty proud of this one. Calculates all 3 lines, so you can actually win multiple lines. I've won 2 rows of iron before. So the actual maximum jackpot is not 250. That's only for a 3 diamond jackpot. So you got iron, gold, and then diamond are your primaries. 3 TNT will kill you, but give you money back. 3 melons will give you a little bit more, and some melons. But the primary is iron, diamond, and gold. If you hit, by some miracle, you just won some money. By some miracle, if you were to hit all diamonds, which is possible, you can make 750 Eamons. but the chances of that are 1 in 15 million. So good luck. So I got a lot of properties that are for rent out here. I rented this bad boy right here. I'm going to set up my own slot machine. So I got to add a new slot machine. And I believe... Oh... I think it's going to cost me like 10,000 or 1,000 emens per slot machine. So I got to save up. But this is the most expensive property in the game. It's 2,000 emens a week. Reason is though it's at a central location, so it's pretty awesome. You got all the shops, you got the teleports. I might be adjusting prices as the game goes on, but for now it's on a test bed. The teleports, like I have rental properties literally everywhere. King's Village has a lot of questing and things like that all around it. And it's got rental properties as well. They're a lot cheaper than the primary city of the game, but it's not the primary city of the game. That's gonna get old. I don't know about that. Alright. I'm gonna set up viable properties next to the city too. And maybe outside of Tink Village. I don't have anything rentable in Tink Village. I don't think I will. Tink Village is still a work in progress as well. But it does have a lot of quests available in it right now. A lot. Has a dungeon available. The works. The music notes over their heads indicates a quest. I'm going to take my pyro quests. You can only take whatever your primary class is. Alright, I got some arenas to build. Starting with the boss arena. This is going to be fun. You can tell my excitement, right? Actually, I'm going to enjoy building this. I have kind of a general idea for design. Got to clear up some land here. Unfortunately, it does that to the side as well, but that's okay. I'll fix the land when I'm done building the building. The thing is, this arena's got to be big. I can't have it small. It's going to be for boss fights. Boss fight events that we're going to be putting on for players. There's other ways I can clear the land, but this is just more fun. Alright, I think that's going to be big enough. Alright, we've got to set up the arena. First things first, let's build the radius. How do I want to do this, guys? Never ask an admin for hints or clues. It's just not going to happen. Every one of us are under strict instructions never to give away anything. So no hints, no clues, no help. I mean, other players want to help you, that's on them. But admins will not do it. Especially the server designer. Moi. Okay, so I'm going to build the actual arena floor, and I'll just build around that. I'm not going to put well, I guess I could put spectating seating in if players want to come watch the events. Let's build the arena floor. I'm trying to get a good gauge of how I want to, what size I want to do it. I hate grass. It's annoying. Super annoying. This is a beta test. We want people to test the server. Oh crap. Yeah, that'll work actually. That'll work. And don't worry people, I'll get this land all fixed. Just moving it around right now so I can build the arena. It won't look this crappy when I'm done, I promise. This is just the arena floor itself, where the players will be combatants. I don't want to break that. Just want to do filler so I don't have sand falling in the holes. There we go. Now we just gotta build the rest of it. I'm thinking about an admin viewing area. Damn it. Hate it when I keep adding extra blocks like that. That's so useless. Simple place that the only way in or out is through the through command by an admin. I'm ignoring you because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I'm making this look very simple on the inside. It's going to look a lot better on the outside, though. Crap. No, I can fix that. I know how to fix that. How do I want to do this? Okay, I have a good idea how I want to do this. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Well, maybe this arena is not going to look too great on the outside. Trying to figure out how I want to do this properly. That's going to be a player view area there. Okay, I did it 6. Yo! Mac, you there? One, two, three, 4. Okay. 4 up. Instabox.
Hello.
Hey, there you are.
Sorry, I didn't turn my headset on.
How's it going tonight, bud?
That's going all right. Just had a simple dinner.
Hey, those are sometimes
You?
the best. Oh, it's going good. Working on the boss arena right now. Kind of at a loss how I want to make it look on the outside.
Yeah.
The 2 side boxes are the player viewing, and the one on the end is the admin viewing box, so there's not going to be an entrance into it. So I was thinking about doing like a gated start here, that we could set the boss in and have then open up the gate for the players to come in and do their business. Oh, and I started setting up purchasable guild properties.
Oh yeah, I heard you post something about that in Gen chat, or was that admin?
Admin.
Not sure. Gen.
Should have been admin.
It
No,
looks
I
like
posted
the...
in general like an idiot.
I saw Daniel posted something in admin today, and I wanted to hear him explain like how he wanted to implement that because I didn't know how exactly that would work, but he never replied. So
Jobs.
yeah, it's just I think my reply might have sounded a little confrontational, but it was just short because I was at work. I just meant like I want to know. I want him to explain to me how that would work, just because I'm curious.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm just like what like because like you can't have like a blacksmith because everyone can just make stuff. Why would they go to one person?
Right. I was explaining to chat that the smart player would save up and purchase a big plot of land, make a huge farm on it, rent a building inside a main city, and set up a shop for food. And they would eventually make all their money back. Now, the economy's kind of set up for that kind of thing.
Right. My only worry about that is like I'm never in need of food because the chests give so much food. So I don't know if like you wanted to turn that down or if you have that where you want it, just because like you know.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be turning that down a lot. For testing purposes, I had it that way. Hey, Crazy Beast, how you doing?
Yeah. That makes sense. It's like when a lot of things are in betas, they usually like open stuff up a lot. Like I remember when like Planet Side 2 was in beta, you could get like I forget what they were called. Anyways, I just have Planet Side on the mind right now.
Yeah, I noticed.
I re-downloaded it. I haven't yet gone back into it though, so I might some point, like if I can see that there's not much going on in the server, I'll probably hop in for like an hour or so.
You sound tired.
No, just I yawn, but I don't know. Sometimes I yawn and I'm not not tired. I think I just talk too much and then I don't get enough oxygen to my brain, and then my brain's like, dude, you gotta slow down.
Been there, done that.
So this is like the internal gut work. Are you gonna build like a dome over this, or?
I really don't know. I'm kind of at a loss what I want to do with that.
You know, I'm not 100% sure how you can get it to work, but what would be really freaking cool is if like you had like a series of pistons underneath the flooring, and like you could like almost like adjust how the arena looked. Like you could have some pistons pull away, and now there's a lava pit in the arena, and or something. I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of work, and I don't even know if it'd be 100% possible. But in the future, I think that'd be kind of something cool. Like an admin could go into the admin viewing area, flip a switch, and now, you know.
It is possible, yeah.
We'd probably have to
A
replace
lot
the
of redstone
floor.
work.
Would be a lot of redstone work. So I'm like, probably not something to do right now, because you also probably would have to replace the floor, because it'd have to be like maybe sandstone, since that's a solid block. But I don't know. I just remember watching.
Spitballing ideas is always a good idea.
Yeah, I just remember watching an episode of something on like Discovery Channel where like they talk about all the stuff they did with like the Colosseum, how like you know they theorized that they one time like flooded it and had like mock naval warfare in there. Which I mean, you could do it as well, like in the ceiling. You could have like lava, and then maybe there's a pillar of lava coming down, or water. I don't know what else could be, but yeah.
I won't use command blocks. And there is a very, very good reason behind that. How the heck did that break? Should probably extend that a little bit. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay. This will be the combatant's holding area. So this will be the competitor holding area. That way we can set the boss and then just press the button and let him in.
Sweet.
You have any ideas how we should do the outside of it?
The outside of it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Um. It's tough. I mean, there's the simple, it's, you know, go-to, which is sort of like a dome. Although I almost kind of like the, well, a dome allows, a roof of some sort allows more customization and, you know, anything you want to add in the future. Whereas if you left it open sky, it's kind of, you kind of lose out on that.
I'm gonna have to set a protection layer on this to allow mob spawning.
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, you could build the hill back around over it if you wanted.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that and just not even worry about the outside. Might actually look more natural. I don't know. But kind of having another building in view is kind of cool.
It's very tricky. It's like, what sort of aesthetic do you want to give off by?
I don't know, just similar to what we have on the theme of the server. I knew how I wanted the inside to look. Choices. So I have it set up to where you have the two spectator areas and then you have the competitor area. I'm going to put it like a tunnel entrance. And right after you logged out last night, man, I got rental's working perfectly. And all it was is because when I accidentally put the entire city up for rent, it put priority of the Rotanlin city protections as 10, the highest. So
Okay.
the rental properties were 10 as well, so it was conflicting. So I just put it back down to 1, and it worked perfectly. What's up, bud? What are you thinking about?
I don't know. Mine's kind of in a blur right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a busy day at work, so my mind's a little fried.
Well, I'll take care of this. You can do whatever you want to do.
I made a useless machine, so that was fun.
A useless machine. Oh, and that reminds me, I gotta go fix something that Dell broke.
Oh, what did Dell break?
He broke my sky castle. Messing with it when he shouldn't have.
Oh, what was he trying to do to it?
He was curious about a cavity. And dug through it like you're not supposed to do.
Oh, and it messed with like redstone?
Yep. The problem is I don't know what he messed up and where.
Oh, you don't know where he was digging?
Yeah.
Did he just say that he messed something up when he was digging?
Yeah. And he thinks it was the jump. The jump boost. Alright, this person clearly has no clue what they're doing. Oh, I see what he did. Easy, easy fix. I'm gonna give him a hard time about it.
Did he just like knock out a repeater or something?
Yeah. And there we go. Oh, check it out. I did a few buy properties outside of Rotanlin. They're very expensive, like 18,000. But I did a couple outside of Tanlin, and I experimented with one and built it on water.
Ooh, is it still laggy over here?
Not so much. But this one's only 8,000 because it's only on water. So buy properties are going to be expensive because they are full-time buys. All I'm doing is basically outlining them with fence, creating the region, and setting it 200 up, 200 down.
Okay.
And then placing the buy sign. Yeah, it's still laggy when you go up. On the surface, though, it's not bad at all.
Just don't build up when you buy here.
It's just the weirdest thing in the world.
You should put, I don't know if you'd have to raise the price, but you should put like a little underwater dome.
Yeah, the price would go up.
You know what? You know what we should put, like pre-made, like guild halls and stuff, and like you're like you can purchase this one for your guild plot for so and so emins, because all it costs is like a copy paste.
Well, I made those properties just blank, so they had a blank slate to work on.
Right, right. I'm just saying, like, if they didn't want to build, like, or if they weren't, or you know, build talented.
Which is possible. In Tanlin, as a test, I took the first floor of hotel rooms and put them up for rent for cheap. And it works. Hey, Cash Money, how you doing?
90 emins a week.
I did it based off of size, so they're anywhere from 80 to 100. So very affordable, and they have an extra spot.
It's kind of cool.
I might just do like half natural with this arena.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Like maybe like a natural half dome. It might be kind of cool if like what side is this? This side over here, like along the wall, like it almost like the hill naturally went over it, because then you'd still have that sort of like half covering, but you'd still have view of like the castle and then the teleport tower. So you'd still get that sort of building effect.
That could be cool. Huh. Alright.
Run into a problem?
Just trying to figure out how I want to do this.
I like the
Where to start?
waterworks.
Well, those are full spheres. Just half
What?
buried.
What are half spheres?
It's just a full sphere that is just half buried in the ground.
No, no, no. What are you talking about? So I'm wondering.
I thought this was referring to like the dome roof.
Oh, that. Sorry, I said I like the waterworks, and then you had mentioned the half spheres. I got really confused there for a second.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I mean, we could go to a flat area, spawn a sphere, and then just copy what we need.
It might just be easier just to build it. And what radius would this be anyway? It would be maybe 22, maybe 24. Were you thinking like a glass dome? Or full stone?
Well, if it's a glass dome, what's the... I guess the only purpose it would have is to stop rain from coming down if it rains.
Let me see if I can find a center point. Man, I eyeballed the shit out of that, didn't I? I want to keep the arena floor pretty much open, except for if we decide to do any kind of changes, like auto changes to it, like you were talking about. That way they can't exploit bosses.
Yeah, don't want anything they can hide behind.
A little bit of a server lag. Dude, I pretty much nailed that. On the exact size.
Yeah, looks about right.
What do you think?
I think it could use some beautifying, but yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. Thinking about doing some glow points around it, you know?
Well, yeah, of course. It's kind of almost like a must.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, Minecraft, crush my dreams.
With what?
Well, I was like, I wonder if this will work. And so I set up a dispenser and I put cobweb in it. And I was like, wouldn't that be so cool if like it shot it out and it like stuck and you could get stuck in it? But no, it doesn't.
This is actually a really cool view.
Inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
This will be the entrance area right here, and they come into this. It's like, holy crap.
So did you hang out with Trudy today, or is that a different day that you're doing that?
Yeah, I went and spent some time with her today. Took her to dinner.
Well, that must have been fun.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably go see her Friday night. One more time before I take off.
Yeah, that's this Sunday, right? Or
Yes, it is.
gonna see Mike, right?
Yep. I'm gonna see him 2 weeks? 2 or 3 weeks from now.
With his famous catchphrase, "Yo."
Yeah, that's Mike.
Trying to clear out a lot of these natural blocks in the dome. Some of them I don't really care because they're not going to be seen. Actually, a lot of these probably aren't going to be seen because everyone's going to be either in the boxes or in the arena.
Right.
So what does this button do? Ah.
Trudy's looking to buy a house here in Buffalo, and she
Oh, really?
found her perfect, ideal one today.
That'd be convenient. It'd be a lot closer to you, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, 20 minutes away instead of an hour.
That'd be nice.
North, south. Oops. Forgot to finish this wall. Fortunately, I'm going to have to use torches just to make this easier. Hate it when I do that. This is just to give it more of a completed look when you're inside. Maybe we could even hide one of the chests in here somewhere.
That would definitely be interesting. Have to fight to get to it.
No, just hidden in here somewhere. Okay, so it has to be at level 69. That's an easy number to remember. This will all look really cool when I'm done with it. Just gotta cut it out first and then start building it. The interior of the tunnel. But like everything in this city, I gotta make it look pretty cool. See, he sees admins and splits.
It's just dumb, though. It's like, why would you make yourself so obvious? Should probably make myself invisible when I'm on the way. If I see him, I can, you know, follow him or something.
Yeah, him and his friends are definitely on the massive watch list. They've exploited so many times. Now, it wouldn't be so bad if they told us the exploits they found.
Yeah.
You know, like a tester's supposed to do. I'm going to be turning off lucky blocks for mining. I'm pretty much set on that now.
Yeah.
And just keep it to where they can be purchased or got from loot chests.
Is that what I hear going off? Are you mining?
Yeah, I'm building the tunnel to the arena.
I can hear that from quite a ways away.
Oh, crap. Okay. And no matter how low I set the drop rate, like it's like at 1/10,000th, so it should be like 1 in a billion, it still does it. I just can't get the drop rate to be fixed.
Well, you know, it was a good idea, and it still is. Like, if you can get them from blocks, you just may need to add them to a bit more loot chests then, because I don't think I've only ever seen them out of the one in Sky City.
Yeah. Well, they're set in ETS and renamed.
Oh, okay.
Everything in this city is an undertaking. Like the castle, only the exterior is done. I gotta do the interior still. I'm gonna have to fix that hole. And the other hole I made. Okay, this has gotta go another deeper. Dang it. Yeah, just digging this tunnel, I found 18.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
This is the easy way of doing this. This part's going to take a little bit more time though. Time on my placements. It shouldn't take too much longer to finish this tunnel out. Until I start screwing up on my timing. Oh, I know. Dang it, I hate it when I have a good idea. I hate it when I do something like this and I have a good idea to make it look cooler, so I have to redo large sections of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Thankfully, there's world edit to make things a bit faster.
Oh, for sure.
What you up to? It's McCarty code for I'm exhausted, leave me alone. Long process, but I think it's going to look pretty cool when I'm done. Not very exciting for you guys in chat, that's for sure. But you get to see it look cool. I'm like zoning out while I do this. That's just a random hole. We have a very particular road system in this server, or for this city, so I'm trying to maintain that. Leave it to me to point out the obvious. Alright, tunnel's done. And Macardia is AFK, or asleep, one of the two. Yeah, see, I told you I was going to add a really cool effect to it. I could do the center as well and make it another variant, but hey Ash Ketchum, how you doing? Pokemon reference, I'm assuming? That's something my son would do. I'm just putting this in here because I'm going to be activating mob spawning. For the very real purpose of this arena. Actually, I'm going to do it in one spot. Now that I think about it.
Well, now that I found that pistons don't move lava, that kind of sucks.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I was trying to build like a trap door, and I got the trap door part to work. But the downside is the lava has to be 3 blocks below the surface, so it's kind of like, well, you're already in a hole you can't get out of, so what's the point of having a pit of lava?
I'm just kind of ignore that, Ash. Okay, I did this correctly, so mobs and bosses should be able to spawn within the arena.
Well, that's good.
Well, thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Yep, they can do it. Careful if I actually spell, though. That should give enough light, I think. I'm at work, too. This should give it a nice ambient light. I think I should add anything else, really. I think the interior of the arena is pretty much done. gotta work on the exterior and it'll be all set. Experimenting with the idea for lava, huh?
Yeah, see what I can do.
How do I want to do this? Please don't spam my chat. It's your one and only warning. I just don't have patience for idiots tonight. That looks a little weird, but kind of cool. You know what? I'm gonna just cap it with flat stone, half slab, instead of the staircase. That's gonna look better. Hmm.
I've got something, but still not 100% sure about it. I might use it elsewhere, but I don't know if it'd fit here.
I think I'm gonna leave the arena as is for now. There is redstone underneath it though already, so it'd be kind of complicated to add any kind of complicated redstone mechanic.
Yeah. That's why I said it probably wouldn't fit there. I could use it somewhere else though.
Come here, Max. Tell me what you think. If you got time.
What's up?
Look at the arena from here.
Is that a face?
Yeah.
I see a mouth and nose and two big old eyes.
Interesting coincidence. I kind of like it though for the boss arena.
Yeah. It almost looks like there's a crown on it as well.
I really gotta start thinking about where we're gonna hide these.
Chests?
Yeah, last chests. Maybe right here? Alright, so that's the third hidden one. We need one more, but this one has to be clever. I might do it in the castle somewhere. I just remember when we were talking about this alcove and possibly putting one there and how it was kind of obvious.
Which alcove?
Right here behind the arena.
No, that must have been someone else.
Oh, it might have been Dell. Yeah, I went ahead and put one here.
Well, I mean, now with the arena here, it is a bit more out of the way.
I have an idea for the last one.
Are the chests locked? Because it says that private chest is locked by Wigit.
Is it locked?
That's what it says when I open it, but I don't. I'm gonna go in survival, I guess. No, because I'm still admin, so it's still open it.
Could have swore I unlocked it. If not, you can unlock it.
Oh, maybe it's not. It's weird because when I try to open it. Oh, that one didn't say it. What about this one then? Because I saw that message on there. Okay, the one in the attic. Alright, so now that one's unlocked.
Alright, well all the hint signs are in, but they're going to be very hard to figure out.
So is there 3 hidden chests and then the coded chest?
There's 4 hidden chests, each one with a hint, and then there's the safe.
Oh, you must have hit an additional one, because I know the one in the attic and the water and the alcove.
Yeah, I just finished one more. In your little area.
Oh, really?
I'm probably going to do one more somewhere in the castle at some point.
Yeah, I was about to say one in the castle is like almost a must.
But with the 4 currently hidden, you could figure out the passcode for the safe. The vault, I mean.
So the 5th will just kind of be like, hey, if you still haven't gotten it, here you go.
Reminds me, I gotta fill up that other hole. Can't have players falling in. Oh, damn it, I forgot to do that again. Normally I'll just do the glowstone outline first, and then do everything, and then build the stairs on top of it, but I spaced it. On one of my servers, I experimented with the idea of people paying to summon a boss. And I think at one point I figured out how to make it automated.
Like it automatically summoned the boss?
Yeah.
Because I know you know how to make boss eggs, and so I didn't know if you'd be able to use that as like in a sign, or if it doesn't work for that.
You might be able to use a command block as a summon for it at a specific location, like the center of the arena.
Okay.
And they have to pay to open a chest, but it's a trap chest, which will trigger the command block. I'll have to experiment with that and see. Hmm. Ooh. All right. Put another building in the city earlier today. Made it for rent. I think everything else is just gonna be part of the city itself. I don't know. Still figuring things out with the city.
It's definitely a lot more filled now.
Oh yeah. I started doing some landscaping a little bit here and there. Dell did the benches thing on the next to the main fountain. Or in front of it.
Oh, like the tables and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, so Dell was on earlier?
He was on last night.
Oh, did he come back super late?
Yeah.
Did you tell him I was mad at him? He said he was going to be like 40 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Hours later. He said he'd be on around midnight, didn't he?
Something like that.
Midnight
But apparently
now,
they had only one cashier at Walmart. And they had the self-checkouts down. That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's why I use Amazon Prime now.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I don't. It'll take 2 hours to get to my house, but I don't have to deal with people. Oh, we were just speaking of the devil.
What the hell?
He heard
Can I talk?
his ears
I
were
was
burning.
talking about you. I was just saying, because he said that he was telling me what you did with the pavilion, and I'm like, oh, so was he on earlier? He's like, no, he got on last night. I'm like, oh, that son of a bitch. He said he's going to be on in 45 minutes, and I was on for like another hour and a half or so, and he still didn't come back.
Alright, everybody. I am
Random
done with the
issues at
stream for
Walmart.
tonight.
Yeah,
Have a
that's what Joe was
fantastic
just
day.
explaining to me, like,
I'm
right
hoping to
before
be
he
able to
popped
stream
in.
tomorrow. Have a good night.
Yeah,